Hi Collective, welcome to my channel. I'm Crystal, a divine cosmic psychic medium here, delivering messages to you from the higher realms. So welcome in everybody. So this is going to be a fun reading that I'm putting together with the energies today of 329. It is International Mermaid Day, so it's very beautiful, fun little day. You know, about being, I'm taking it as being authentic, being yourself, right? So whatever that may be, right? So I thought it'd be fun to pull some fun cards, right? I don't have any mermaid decks though, so that led me to think I need to get myself a mermaid tarot, right? But I'm going to pull some unicorn cards, right? Feeling the frequency, right, of this magical energy. And yeah, let's get started. So I pulled the good tarot too, right? Because there's a lot of water. Let's look at the closest I could get, right? And I haven't used this deck in a while. Then I thought it was interesting too, because with all the messages and the warnings. Sorry, my camera just glitched out. That was coming in today, right? So it's getting a lot of warnings, a lot of messages and downloads. I feel like I want to do that separate though. So if you guys like my intuitive messages, my channels, my downloads that I get, that's going to be on another reading, right? Because I like to do multiple readings, but I wanted to just stay in this fun energy, so I don't want to get into all the warnings yet, right? We're definitely connecting with the energies of 329. All of my readings are timeless, know that, so anytime you catch them is fine, but it is more fun. Wow, this deck is like, it feels very direct. The cards are so rather new. I haven't used this deck very much. It's interesting because for a while, like, I couldn't feel I could connect with it. If you're a tarot card reader, you know certain decks just you connect with, right? And this deck was like harder for me to connect with, which is interesting because it's probably around the time that I was more of a shadow worker, working on my dark night of the soul. And this deck, it doesn't have any dark sides to it, obviously. The good tarot, right? Four of air. See, that's about healing, right? So that's interesting to come out right away like that. Let's see. Like, there's probably going to be some mermaids in this deck. I don't even know, right? Let's see though. She kind of looks like, I'm getting kind of like a fallen angel, but she's got her wings. She's sitting there and she's healing. I see a peacock feather, which is interesting as I was talking about, being unique and authentic, right? And, each peacock is unique, right? And their coloring and all of that. The moon. So the moon energy is coming out very strong. As this, I was going to talk about the eclipse in the upcoming solar eclipse. It's definitely been dominating. I think I have makeup on my face. I just realized that. This solar eclipse energy is very much dominating. But this full moon Libra, this Libra full moon that we just had, this opened up like a corridor for this eclipse energy to come in. And also maybe it was allowing for healing to take place, for healing to come in. Wow, Empress energy. Yeah, some sort of healing taking place and somebody pouring that love into themselves, healing themselves, is activating this new beginning, this abundant new beginning. See, and it's interesting as I was told that things are going to be happening in phases. And certain healings are going to be unlocking certain things. Oh, look, it came right back out. I don't know why I put it back in. See? It told you this deck is direct. Like, no, that was the next card. Pull it out. The Hanged Man. See, there needs to be a releasing and a letting go. I feel somebody... Four of water. Yeah. It's a mermaid. Now I know why they guided me. Okay, I was like, some of my decks have to have a mermaid in them somewhere, right? My daughter she told me, she said, pull the Lemurian deck. I'm like, you're right. But that's more my star seeds, right? Look at that. But yeah, I'm going to be doing Lemurian reading too. There's a beautiful mermaid. Oh my goodness. The bubbles and the pearls. I was getting this reference too, where it's like some of you have been like in survival mode, where it's almost like you've been feeling as though you're getting weighted down and you're running out of air and you're having to like use your reserves, right? Kind of like, you know how sometimes you go in the movies or whatever and they're diving and they're going down, they've got those backup little cans of oxygen or whatever. Like that's kind of what I feel like. You're like on your reserves, or somebody's like getting into like their backups. It's interesting, as I heard a reference to it, somebody, it's like those bubbles of air that are down below. It's like you're like getting air from the bubbles. Like that's what I'm getting there. Or you're finding a place where there's like some sort of safety. Like that's what I'm getting. The strong energy is like somebody's been in survival mode, and it's like they've been having to look to different ways to get little bits of resources. Okay. But it's about getting out of that energy. Like there's more there's more available to you. You don't need to be in this survival energy. You're not really like drowning, although somebody feels like they are. They're having trouble finding their way up, and you know, and it's like I feel somebody's like deep down, and it's like you don't think you have enough to like make it out of a situation, like making it to the top, right? Maybe someone's like, I don't, like maybe they found like an air patch or something, or like they found some sort of safety place, and it's like I'm safe right here, and it's like if I take the risk of leaving this safety net, right, like it might not be enough to get me. I hope that I'm trying to like translate a frequency that I'm feeling with the messages that they're giving me. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. I hope it makes sense for somebody. If it doesn't make sense to you, it's not part of your story. Just leave it alone. 3 of air. I said air, earth. So you could be feeling this 3 of air, which would be the 3 of swords. Pain, heartbreak, betrayal. Maybe somebody's feeling a betrayal, but it's like they can't accept it because then they're going to have to feel the pain or cause some sort of pain. But the 3 of earth is here with the 8 of earth. Somebody's got like a opportunity, maybe a work opportunity of working together with something, building something. Maybe this has to do with a talent or a skill. King of water. Wow, it looks like Poseidon, or not, why did I say Poseidon? What is his name? Like an Ariel, like the king, right? He's got the, oh my gosh, why can't I think of the names? But look at that. It's definitely a merman. Wow. King of water. I can't make up what I feel, right? Even when I mix up my words, it's because it's what I'm feeling. Cards are just kind of a guide. 3 of air, 3 of swords. It's interesting, the King of Water was shown, and then 3 of Swords. Maybe somebody needs to, there's some sort of betrayal or heartbreak or pain surrounding King of Water. Underneath that is the Fool. See, it's like there's this new beginning, but I feel it's going to cause heartbreak. Somebody's afraid of breaking someone's heart. But 6 of Earth, something fair is coming in. This Libra full moon is bringing in justice. Somebody's getting some sort of realization of getting out of stagnation, getting out of a stuck situation. But there needs to be like a letting go, all right? And the Hanged Man is a new perspective too. I'm hearing like if you let go, you're going to come up. Like somebody's not thinking about that. When you let go of something, right, especially like in a situation where if you're weighted down heavily underwater, right, you're weighted down and you're thinking you don't have enough supply or enough reserves to make it to the top, right? Because you're thinking too much, right, about how far you have to go, how much air you have, how much resource, all of that. But you're forgetting that if you let the universe, come on, baby. If you let the universe help you, there could be a wave that comes or a current that takes you up. Or, you're forgetting too that naturally you are elevating and rising, right? So you're going to have that help. And that's kind of what's happening with these solar flares, bringing in this large amounts of energy, causing these awakenings and ascensions, that it's really actually kind of pushing you to go towards your true path, your true north. And with that path, it's like it's pushing you towards new opportunities that are available to you that weren't there before, but you're getting a push from the universe to help you at this time. So somebody is not thinking about that, right? So, but it's like letting go. It's like you're naturally going to gravitate and you're going to go towards. It's going to be easier when you just let go and you stop fighting. Somebody's having to fight to stay into a situation or stay into a place, right, where they feel that they have some resources, right? All right, so this chunk of cards fell out when I was talking about that frequency. 2 of air. So there's definitely a difficult situation, okay, that needs to be made here. Oh, it's like another mermaid. See all these cards like in underwater. It's beautiful. And 10 of air. Interesting. All those feathers around here. I told you, it's very beautiful too, because these cards, like in the good tarot, even the hardest cards, right, they have beauty behind them. 7 of air and 6 of fire. It's so beautiful. See, the 10 of air is the 10 of swords, but if you notice, it's surrounded by all these feathers. It's like somebody's realizing it's all about how you perceive things, right? Like the pain. Using those swords to elevate you. Like somebody's starting to realize, like, I can either take these swords and I could take them as pain. Heart, it's when you release pain, when you let go of pain, you let go of these things, they no longer have those effect on you, on your mind. Like, okay, I'm getting excited. Let me calm it down. This energy is coming in very intense, right? Okay. So like I was just coming out of a reading about the chosen, right? Where somebody was explaining the frequency of like chosen ones. Their parents are often very sadistic, narcissistic. They're very awful, right? But we know that we came here to heal these bloodlines and break these generational curses and all of that. And we're here ultimately saving our parents, right? We were sent in to save them, right? But we wouldn't have became the way that we were if we wouldn't have had that push to want to save them, to be better, do you see what I mean? Like these situations that we were brought up in is what turns us into being warriors, right? So ultimately, like, we picked the parents and the paths that we knew would challenge us, would turn us into these warriors, these fighters, would prepare us, right? So it's like when you start to realize that every single situation that you've endured, when you look at it as like a lesson and training instead of putting you back, holding you back, you learn how to turn your pain into a passion, right? You learn how to transmute it. And that's what we're here doing. We're showing others how to transmute that pain and how to turn it into a passion, right? And ultimately it teaches us, right, to support ourselves, love ourselves, be enough for ourselves, right? Not rely on others, right? Okay. So I felt very powered up with that beautiful reading, but because my platform is for the chosen, the light workers, earth angels, and star seeds, right? But see, it's like you're starting to realize that you have the power to let go of all of these swords, all of this pain that you have endured that has weighted you down, and that you're able to transmute it as light as a feather. Like, you know what? This actually did elevate me up. This actually did, right? It's just like, say you're in a situation where, like, you lost your home and you lost all of your things, and now you're in a temporary situation somewhere else or something. But So maybe you, in the past, it's weighed you down, like, oh my gosh, like, to start over, like, I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to purchase everything again. I'm going to have to do all this. I have to get, you know what I mean? But say you want to completely change your geographical location. Say you've always had a calling to go somewhere else, right? Completely move across the country or to another country, right? Or whatever. And you're just like, wow, yeah, now that all of this has been eliminated, right? Like, now these opportunities opening up. It's like, wow, this is going to make this transition so much more easier because now I don't have all of these things, right? And so when you start to realize, like, wow, yeah, like, this is ultimately, like, setting me up, and, like, this is going to be a benefit for me at this time, right? So it's all about how you look at things and how you perceive things. Sorry. So this is definitely, like, you are learning how to, like, transmute all of these things, and it's a mindset too. Like, for a lot of you, it's just conditioning of the mind that you need to change at this time. When you're able to change the conditioning of the mind, when you're able to change certain things that have been holding you back, like, they're going to be light as a feather, right? So ultimately, it's like you need to change conditionings of the mind. You need to change something. And this full moon is really giving you, like, a new perspective and a new, sorry, she's trying to escape and she cannot right now. All right, so this is like, this is really changing perspectives for you at this time, right? Okay, so that's very beautiful. Look, and we have the call here. Oh my gosh. This is so beautiful. Number 20. So for a lot of you, like, you're getting the realizations of a higher calling. And it's interesting how I said that, like, some of you, like, you could be having things that are closing out for you because it may look like, oh my gosh, like, what am I going to do now? But you don't realize, like, this corridor of this eclipse energy, it's like stuff has to close out right now for new opportunities to come in. So things that are not in alignment with your divine life, path, and purpose, where you're supposed to be going, what you're supposed to be doing, like, these things are going to be closing out for these new opportunities to come in. And it's like some of you are going to be forced to make these decisions because you're just going to know, like, well, that's kind of my only option. Like, you do kind of get pushed into going after. No. You do get pushed into, like, where you're really supposed to be going, right? Especially now more than ever, right? Yeah, look, Fool. Look at her. She's blowing the trumpet too. It's like the trumpet's, like, being called for a lot of you to really go after your true path and purpose, right? And for some of you, it's like you have a divine lover. For some of you, you could have a connection that you're meant to be in with the lovers here, okay? Because for some of you, you could have been in karmic situations. A lot of those karmic situations and relationships are really closing out. Because for a lot of you, it's like they were meant to teach you certain lessons. And some of you, you're so compassionate and you're all about healing everybody, fixing everybody. Like, you don't want to let go of it, but you don't understand that it's a cycle, right? That was supposed to teach you something, prepare you something. But it was supposed to level you up, right? For whatever reason, For some of you, you're in connections that you're like down the right pathway that you were even supposed to be down, but something happened, and something got in the way and messed up the plan, and because there needs to be, like, a change, right? So maybe that's what's so hard for some of you. Maybe you have, like, the blueprint and there are being, like, realignments and there's being new contracts at this time. Oh, did you stop? All right. So, yeah, like, I can't make it up. 4 of water. See, there was, like, a missed opportunity. And that's why it's so difficult for some of you, because you're like, no, I know that this is part of my path, my journey. Like, I was supposed to be here. Like, why is this not working out for me? Like, there, like, she is so determined, right? And I'm like, no. All right. So, yeah. Here's the 10 of air again. See? It's like, for some of you, it's like you don't want to accept, like, failure. Like, you don't want to leave certain people behind. Like, I get that. And for a lot of you, like, you just do not realize that it's just like, let me go back to the parent thing and the chosen one. It's like you coming down here and you knowing that, like, you came here to save your parents or your family, right? And maybe you don't realize that for you to save your family, it's ultimately you saving yourself and you escaping them. Like, that's what you're realizing. So maybe your entire life you're like, I'm going to save my family. I'm going to save my family. I'm going to save them. I'm going to break these curses. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to change their ways. So you're right. You did come here to be a generational curse breaker. You did come here, right, to make changes, right, to save your family. But saving your family, it's not happening in the way that you thought, right? And maybe that's why you're like, no, this is my blueprint. Like, you're not going to tell me otherwise. I love my family so much that I'm going to save my family. Well, you are. But you don't understand. It's in a different way. Okay? For some of you, just the enemy got to them too much, right? Because of free will. You can't impose your effects on another, right? So I'm getting distracted by the cat. Okay, so anyway, what I'm getting at is for some of you, like, you're going to save your family, but ultimately it's you walking away that's going to do that. By you walking away, it stops with you, it ends with you, and because that happens... All right. Okay, go. Okay, so for some of you, by you walking away and you stopping that, you ending that, that is what's going to save your family. Because when you pull your energy away and you walk away, it's what's going to trigger them to go into ascension or healing. Or it's just because it stops with you. But you have to walk away. Because it's not going to work unless you walk away. But you have to walk away and you have to heal from it. You can't walk away and be broken, and that's why nobody's been able to do this except for you. Because chosen ones understand that even though they're birthed into these families, they have a soul family, soul tribe. That's why as chosen ones, we're uniting, we're coming together. Right? It's very, very powerful. We're here more than just for our physical families and healing. We have a very big mission and plan, and it's to save humanity, right? So that's a little bit more than... we're able to walk away from family members, our physical family, the family that we were born into, because we have a much bigger mission, and not everybody can do that calling. That's why many are chosen, but few answer the call, right? And fully serving their mission, their purpose. And that's what I mean. For some of you, like, you're answering the call right now, right? And you know what you need to do, right? 7 of water. So yeah, because you have free will, like, you get to choose how far you want to go on this mission, right? I mean, ultimately you can still heal your family, like, and stay with them or whatever, but like I said, I'm here giving the content for the 144,000, right? They're stepping into their power, right? So Empress energy. It's like for some of you, like, you have this abundant new beginning here. You're in this Empress energy. You have this you're in this beautiful Empress energy, but are you going to stay in it? You're meant to attract a higher vibration Emperor, right? 7 of fire, you're meant to have boundaries for yourself. See, for some of you, you're needing to realize that, and you're needing to take the leap of faith. This is a beautiful unicorn, too. I didn't even know unicorns are in this stack, right? And I told you I'm feeling this very magical, majestical energy, right? So, yeah, the magician, you're definitely creating something. You've brought something in. Right? High priestess. You're very spiritual, very, very highly intuitive, right? Transformation. That's what's going on at this time. So for a lot of you, like, you're having amazing opportunities that are coming in, but see, there needs to be a closing out for these new amazing opportunities to come in. Like, you have to detach, because for you to grab these higher vibrational energies, like, you have to stay elevated. And that's the hardest thing. Like, you need to release and let go, but stay elevated up here for these new opportunities. All right. Sorry that took so long to, I feel, to get that out, but I was getting distracted a lot by my cat. Like, it's interesting. I needed her just to stay in here a little bit longer, right? And it was very difficult for her to. All right. Maybe that's a message for some of you. Just be patient. Okay. Maybe it's going to be difficult for some of you to isolate for a little while, right? And waiting for an opportunity to open up, or the moment, or when it's time to go. Everything's always significant, right? I tied into the readings for a reason, right? So we're going to get some unicorn frequency cards here. This is the magic of the unicorns, right? It's very beautiful. All right. I'm going to get into doing some other readings too. 24:40 on the clock as they say that. Wow. Ascension flames, merging with the light, igniting keys and codes. This is definitely what's going on, especially this energy that's coming with the solar flares is bringing in lots of light codes and energetic keys, right, to unlocking these higher vibrational things. Look, Mahatma energy, build your light body and accelerate your ascension. I told you accelerated ascensions are underway. And it's interesting too, I was feeling very bold yellow today, but then I was like, with this mermaid energy, I always feel purple and turquoise, right? So I incorporated that, but there's major activations that are going on within the solar plexus, right? And this very beautiful, abundant golden energy that's coming in, right? So you're really needing to be unique and authentic and in your own energy, right? It's really going to help you create something. And that's what it's about. That's how you're fully embracing your gifts. Because look, access your gifts. Explore your treasure chest and accept who you truly are. You're going to be getting guided to know gifts and abilities and beautiful things that you have. And I am presence. Wow. Expand your stellar gateway. I am that I am. Which is the most powerful affirmation is I am, right? Omnipresence, knowing you are one with divine source creator, claiming your power and your energy that I am. I am the creator, co-creator of my reality. I co-create with the universe, right? And it's very beautiful. And that's 44. We got 29 here as it is the 29th, right? Then we've got 27, which is another 9. Very, very beautiful. And then the rose gold cosmic pool. Bathe in cosmic love. Soak up the wisdom. Right? Wow. It's very beautiful. All right. Collective. I'm going to leave the reading there. I'm going to do some more readings a little bit later. Watch whatever you feel guided to. I'm sending love and light to all of you. Okay.